Hi guys, Steve here for Who Took My Dice Miniature Wargaming. How's it going? And welcome to my first official unboxing. I say official because I did another one a while back, but it wasn't really an unboxing. What we're going to be looking at is the easy to build Primaris Aggressors. Yeah, the ones with the Firestorm cannons or whatever they're called, the flamers, right? So yeah, I decided to pick these guys up and give them a go. One, because I knew I needed a form of up close and personal carnage, which these guys provide. Plus, I just love the look of the armor. And I know some of you might be wondering, Steve, why did you go with the sort of easy build? Well, I've always been intrigued by the easy build stuff. I mean, a lot of the starter sets nowadays, even going back to, well, probably fourth edition was the first sort of real sort of snap together, quote unquote, set that they had. Really basic compared to now. The details got a lot better, and I was intrigued when I was looking on the website of these guys. It said easy to build for new people, but the proper amount of detail for veteran gamers. Well, I'm a veteran gamer, so let's give it a shot. So I decided, why not? So let's take a look. Normally I'd be flipping to a different view at this point, but the phone I used is on the fritz. So we're going to look through it. So obviously the box is pretty cool. You have a nice background there. Quick easy build guide there. Alright, it says the Wielders of the Firestorm, right? Which is always cool. So we'll go in. Where did that? Alright, here we go. So first off, we have our nice little booklet. Right? The Primaris Aggressor Sergeant there. A quick build guide for the three of them, the Sergeant and the two Aggressors there. A little paint scheme, giving you, of course, all the standard paint, basic paints they did for an Ultramarines chapter variation. And of course, they have right here the different transfers you can use. And you get the cool part is you get basically the data slate for it in various languages, from English, French, Spanish, German, Chinese, well, I should say Chinese, probably Mandarin, I would say, Japanese. They're really cool. I do love the Flamestorm gauntlets, as they're called. The amount of firepower these things that pump out is ridiculous. And assault 2d6 each. It's an 8-inch range, but oh, that just hurts. Means the three of them, 2d6 each. That's 6d6, which is 36 automatic hits if you roll really well. And you from 6 to 36, which is just nasty. And of course, in close combat, they're basically power fists, which is nice. Yeah, really, really cool. And if they don't move, they have Firestorm. Models of the unit can fire twice if they remain stationary during their turn. Which means if the enemy comes up and doesn't quite make any contact with you, oh, that hurts a lot. Because you're looking at 12d6. Ow. Oh, that hurts just thinking about it. They also have Relentless Advance, so they can move. You do not suffer any penalty to their hit rolls for advancing and firing assault weapons. So you can actually move, advance, and then still fire with no loss to it. Not so important with the Flamestorm gauntlets, but if you had the Bolter variation, that's really cool. Yeah, so that's just the quick little booklet there. And we'll reach back into the box. Now it does come with the 3 bases. You got your transfer sheet, Ultramarines, all the cool different things that come with it. And of course, now we want to get onto the box itself. The intro, there it is. That is pretty cool. I'm pretty impressed with that. So you have the 3 bodies, all the body parts, everything you need there. I do have to say, I've already looked at it. The detail on these things is really, really nice for being the easy to put versions. I also mentioned that when I did my last sort of unboxing, when I opened up a painting set with basic paints and 3 standard Space Marines. This is obviously last edition. And the details on those Marines are really, really nice. And they were dynamic. They would pose differently. These ones, obviously, I won't be able to pose one way, but from what it looks like in the box, they're going to look pretty cool. There's some movement to them. They do look dynamic, which goes back to what I said back. 4th edition, the Battle from Craig was pretty cool. I see it was kind of snapped together because you still had the glue stuff, but a lot of it was just sort of back into body and the bolter hand into the body for the Space Marines. And it was very basic. Marines just standing this left, right, left, right. The sergeant was like, I think he had like an arm up and a bolt pistol on his jammed into his side. And even the next one, which is the Assault on Black Reach, a little bit better. You had a dreadnought in that one, but again, a lot of it was just sort of, again, still not so much snapped together. You could, but you still need glue for a few things. And then obviously, Dark Vengeance was, I think, the first big one where it looked really, really nice for what it was. So I'm going to get these guys put together. I'm pretty happy with those guys. I'll put these guys together, and we'll take a look at them in the finished build, and we'll go from there. And I'll kind of give my review of what I think about this thing. I think already you can tell that I'm pretty impressed with it, but I'll be back. Alright guys, so we have the Aggressors built now. I am so pleased with these. I was gotta say I was a little skeptical at first with the easy build, the level of detail. It was something they mentioned in the Games Workshop website blurb for these guys, but honestly, these were fantastic models put together, super easy, super fast, and the detail, I gotta say, is amazing. And the reason I'm big on the details, I've seen the easy build stuff since 2nd Ed. In 2nd edition, they came out with plastic Space Marines. And it was basically, you had the full torso, top to bottom. All you do is put on the backpack. I know people see these. And then you had to put in the bolter. This continued on. You could still get these things in 3rd edition. 4th edition, when the Battle of Craig came out, it was sort of the same thing. You had those 10 Marines, everything just sort of around a torso. Even Assault on Black Reach was the same thing. But they obviously got progressively better, and then when you went into Dark Vengeance, you got really nice, but still there were some issues. There was one Marine that had the beaky helmet. Excuse me, he's a tactical Dark Angel. There you go. And he's leaned over, heads, and the detail of his whole helmet kind of blends right into the neck guard that he's looking into. So, you know, I was skeptical, but they really came together very, very well. I'm really super happy with these guys. They are a phenomenal bunch of models, really, really cool. And the detail, like I said, is fantastic. It's there. It was really nice. It actually was the back part of the torso is one piece, the head is another, and the front part, that goes together first. The legs from the knee down, they pop in next. The arms have a separate part, so you basically have the arm and the bottom half of the gauntlet, the top half that goes on that, and then that fits on. The backpack has a small little, it's the fuel tanks here are separate pieces, the top half anyways, and everything just sort of fits together. It all popped together super easy. It's great. For me anyways, I don't always have a lot of time to start building models, right? It takes you have to wait for things to glue. There's lots of pieces. So this easy build was great because it went together like that. I think it was maybe 15-20 minutes to get all of them done, and that was following instructions, making sure all the right parts. Not that there's many, but it's always good. And the thing that really surprised me, I'll get a model here about these guys, is the size of them. I knew that Primaris Marines were big, right? They're big. They're much bigger. Aggressors, just thanks to the Gravis armor, the bigger backpacks, the massive gauntlets. These guys are huge. I'll show you here. So we'll take this guy here. He's one of the standard Aggressors, and you put him on next to just a normal Marine. Look at the size difference. He's huge. He's massive. He just outsizes this guy in every single way imaginable. He's huge. Just massive. Just the size difference. So yeah, they're huge. They're just so impressive. So I'll take my time getting these guys painted up. The other cool thing I didn't notice, so I was looking at the sprue first, it's like a sea of blue there, is there's actually 3 little decorative pieces you can put on. One is, I believe, I can see here, one is a destroyed servo skull, the other one is a smashed up bolter that's on an angle, half it's buried in the ground, and the other one is just a small little piece of Space Marine architecture smashed in the ground. So that angel with a sword in front of it, right? I mean, they have all the extra things. They have some of the fetishes, purity seals. The sergeant's got just covered in them because, you know, he's a sergeant. He's earned those extra little medals and awards. But they are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And the detail is nice. It's crisp. Nothing's blurred. The way these were designed, it's just like having the standard model, but easier to put together, faster to put together. So definitely recommend getting some of these. Aggressors are fantastic. I'm going to probably pick up 3 more, probably from the actual box itself to put together, so I have some different poses. And I'll definitely probably want to get some that have the bolters on their gauntlets, just to have some extra range. These guys in the battlefield, I think tactically these guys are pretty cool. They're up close support, 2d6 automatic hitting, strength 4, damage 1 shots out of these guys. Really nasty if you want to put the hurt on a larger group of guys. The thing I think about them is they're going to draw a lot of fire, which isn't a bad thing. They're toughness 5, so it'll be hard to wound them. They have a 3+ armor save, which sadly, as it seems nowadays, isn't what it used to be, but it will keep the firepower off of things like tactical squads, the scout squads, so they can go do their job with a little less harassment on them as they're moving through the battlefield. So definitely really like these. It's my first unboxing, and I'm really happy with the result that I got with these guys. They look phenomenal. I can't wait to paint them up and get them on the battlefield as just another fantastic tactical option. Some close range support, something I've been kind of missing in my army. Do a lot of hits, and then they can charge right in with their gauntlets, their power fists, and just start smashing stuff. But you guys tell me what you think. What do you think of Easy Build? What do you think of the Aggressors? Is it something you're going to go for? Is it something you're going to try in terms of the Easy Build? Let me know. And, you know, as always, guys, if you like what you saw, hit the like button, share it with your family and friends. Subscribe. Please consider subscribing if you haven't. And remember to hit the little bell there so you're always updated when I come out with new videos. I know it's been a while. Life's been crazy as it is for everybody. But as always, guys, keep rolling those dice, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao for now.